Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection. When you think about the X-Men, someone surely pops up in your mind. He's the best at what he does, and what he does isn't very nice. From Marvel Studios' X-Men 97, I give you Wolverine. Let's begin, Buff. Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine. Okay guys, here we have the outer box for X-Men 97 series, the Wolverine. And of course, we're here taking a look at my favorite X-Men. And this artwork, this box, brings back good memories from the 1990s cartoon series, the X-Men, guys. But anyways, here we have the outer box with a very nice artwork of Wolverine to the side, X-Men 97 on the top left corner, and we have other mutants on the right corner. We have Rogue, Magneto, Wolverine himself, Storm, Gambit, and Bishop, guys. Here below we have the figure itself, the Wolverine and all his accessories. Clearly we have below an instruction leaflet. Now, let's check the back of the box. Here we have the entire wave. This would be the first wave from the new TV series. And to the right we have Wolverine, always ready to attack. Below we can see all the legal information and warnings. And that's it, guys. Let's now check out the blister box. Okay guys, here we have the blister box for Wolverine, where you can clearly see the figure, the bright colors, yellow, black, blue colors, the accessories. You can see all of this. Now, let's check out the vanilla pose. Okay guys, it's time to check out Wolverine in his vanilla pose. Of course, this X-Men 97 Marvel Legends Wolverine, and it's a solid figure, as you can see. Very nice colors. I very much enjoy that bright yellow color, as you can see throughout his uniform. And take a look at the combination of colors here. We have the yellow, black, blue, and of course the red belt, the X belt. Haha. Really nice. And of course the colors on the boots are really nice. The black and blue, really cool. And I very much like that they have created a really chunky body here. It's a very cool body sculpt, and as you can see, you can appreciate all the muscles in the legs, torso, and especially the muscles on the arms look really cool, guys. Nicely sculpted. And I think what stands out in this figure is the sculpting of the hair in the arms. As you can see, it's very nicely detailed, and to look at how they have sculpted those arms, really nice. And very nicely sculpted shoulder pads, guys. Both of them look really cool. Take a look at the claws, nicely proportionate to the body as well. Very cool, nicely sculpted. Now let's check out the head sculpt. I think is almost perfect. Starting with the hair, really nicely sculpted, is as exactly as Wolverine appears in the X-Men 97 series. And of course the face is nicely sculpted. You can see the eyebrows, the eyes, the wrinkles, the nose, the mouth, everything. It looks just like in the series, and it's nicely sculpted, and it even scares you, the menacing face that you can see here in the head sculpt, guys. Really fantastic figure. Okay guys, now let's check out the articulation for Wolverine. Okay guys, let's check out now the articulation for X-Men 97 Wolverine. And of course, let's start with the head sculpt. As you can see, you can move the head to the left, and you can move the head to the right very smoothly. And you can move the head down and move the head up. Very solid articulation, guys. Now let's check out the torso. So you can move the torso down. And you can move the torso up very nicely. And you can also move the torso to the left. And you can also move the torso to the right. And that's it for the torso articulation. Let's check out the arm articulation. You can move the arm forward. And you can move the arm backwards. And of course you can move the arm out. Now this figure has butterfly articulation, guys. As you can see, you can move the arms like this. And you can create different poses like that. Even to attack his enemies with his claws. So you can recreate easily action poses in your display, guys. Continuing with the arm articulation, we have a bicep cut. You can move the bicep like this very nicely. And of course, Wolverine has a double jointed elbow articulation. You can flex the elbow like this all the way up to here very nicely. And finally, for arm articulation, we have hand articulation. You can move the hand up, you can move the hand down, and you can rotate the wrist very nicely. And finally, let's move on to leg articulation, guys. You can move the leg forward, and you can move the leg backwards. And you can also move the leg out to recreate a very cool. And we get here also a thigh cut. You can move the thigh like this. Very nice. And Wolverine has a double jointed knee articulation here. So you can bend the knee like this very nicely. And finally we have foot articulation. You can move the foot down. And you can move the foot up very nicely. So that's it for the articulation. Highly articulated figure, guys. Now let's check out the accessories. Okay guys, here we have the accessories for Wolverine. Let's start with the extra head sculpt. This is the masked Wolverine head sculpt. And of course, the paint applications in here are really nicely executed as well. Very nicely detailed. I like the eyes. These are really menacing eyes. And of course, the skin part of the head sculpt looks really spot on, guys. Next we have the unfolded mask. You can also display your figure with the regular unmasked face, but with the unfolded mask that goes on the back of the neck, guys. Very nice that they have included this accessory with the figure. And finally we have the unsheathed fist hands. Very nice. If Wolverine is returning from battle, he won't have his claws popped out. Just these 4 accessories that come with the figure for your display of Wolverine and the X-Men, guys. And that's it for the accessories, guys. Okay guys, this is Hasbro Marvel Legends Wolverine X-Men 97 based on the Disney Plus series X-Men 97, which this series pick up where the old X-Men 90s series left off, with the tragic death of Xavier himself. And of course, as we all knew, Wolverine is not very much of a team player. He is not really pleased with Cyclops taking up the leadership of the X-Men. And of course, in the first episode, they go up against the Friends of Humanity that have kidnapped Roberto da Costa, deal with the immediate threats like Bolivar Trask and his Sentinels. In the end, surprise, Magneto arrives and claims to be the heir of Charles Xavier. Well guys, thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to leave a like, give a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.